Beneath the scorching sun of Giza, where shimmering heat dances on the horizon, lies a silent testament to human ambition, the plateau of Pharaoh Khafre. For millennia, the sands have guarded the secrets of this enigmatic ruler, a god-king whose pyramid, the second largest in Egypt, pierces the sky. But in recent times, the relentless march of archaeological inquiry has begun to stir the ancient slumber. Our story begins not amidst the grand structures themselves, but in the periphery, in the unyielding desert surrounding Khafre's pyramid. It's here, in the shadow of the Colossus, that a modern archaeological team, comprised of seasoned Egyptologists and cutting-edge geophysicists, sets foot. Armed with advanced technology and a thirst for knowledge, they embark on a new expedition. Their goal, to map the unexplored areas around Khafre's monument, searching for any trace of the pharaoh's hidden world. The team, led by the meticulous Dr. Evelyn Hayes, a woman whose passion for ancient Egypt burns brighter than the desert sun, begins by meticulously gridding off a large area to the east of the pyramid. The air hums with the whirring of ground-penetrating radar, its sensitive sensors peering beneath the surface, painting a three-dimensional portrait of the hidden terrain. Days turn into weeks as the team systematically surveys the landscape, their faces etched with determination. Initial findings are unremarkable, the usual scatter of debris and eroded rock. But Dr. Hayes, guided by years of experience and intuition, urges them onward, convinced that something extraordinary lies waiting to be unearthed. Then the breakthrough. A series of unusual readings begin to emerge from the ground-penetrating radar. Deep beneath the sand, the data reveals a distinct anomaly, a geometric shape that defies natural geological formations. It appears to be a structure, a hidden chamber, of considerable size, buried directly beneath the desert floor. Excitement crackles through the team. Could this be a previously unknown part of Khafre's funerary complex? Or perhaps something far more significant, a secret chamber concealed for millennia? The decision is made. It's time to excavate. With meticulous care, the team begins to remove the layers of sand and rock that have accumulated over centuries. The air is thick with anticipation, the silence broken only by the rhythmic scraping of shovels and the soft whispers of the desert wind. As the excavation progresses, the outlines of a stone structure begin to emerge. It's unlike anything they've seen before. The walls are constructed of massive limestone blocks, precisely fitted together, forming a rectangular enclosure that extends far beneath the surface. The team cautiously clears the entrance, a narrow passageway leading into the unknown. With bated breath, Dr. Hayes, armed with a powerful flashlight, is the first to descend. As the beam of light cuts through the darkness, the team gasps. They have stumbled upon a chamber of remarkable preservation. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings and hieroglyphs, their colors still vibrant after thousands of years. But it's not the artwork that sends a chill down their spines. Inside the chamber, they find a collection of bizarre artifacts, objects unlike anything previously discovered from ancient Egypt. Strange metallic devices, their purpose utterly baffling. Sculptures depicting creatures that defy known zoology. And perhaps most disturbing of all, a series of hieroglyphs that seem to depict rituals and experiments of a profoundly unsettling nature. As the team begins to document and analyze their findings, a series of unexplainable events begins to unfold. Equipment malfunctions at random. Strange shadows flicker in the corners of their eyes. A growing sense of unease permeates the camp. One of the team members, a young and enthusiastic linguist named Ben, becomes increasingly obsessed with the hieroglyphs, spending hours poring over them, driven by an insatiable curiosity. He claims to be experiencing vivid dreams, visions of ancient rituals and forgotten gods. Then, the incidents escalate. The excavation site is plagued by sudden sandstorms, fierce gales that whip through the desert, obscuring visibility and forcing the team to take shelter. Some claim to hear whispers carried on the wind, voices speaking in a language they don't understand, yet somehow recognize. Paranoia begins to creep in, fracturing the team's camaraderie. They start to suspect each other, questioning motives and intentions. Dr. Hayes, a woman of science and reason, tries to maintain order, dismissing the strange occurrences as stress and overactive imaginations. But even she cannot deny the palpable sense of dread that has descended upon the site. The air feels heavy, charged with an ancient energy, as if they have awakened something that was better left undisturbed. One evening, as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Ben disappears. A frantic search ensues, but he is nowhere to be found. The team combs the surrounding desert, their flashlights cutting through the darkness, calling out his name, but only the wind answers, carrying with it an eerie silence. The next morning, Ben is found, huddled inside the hidden chamber, surrounded by the strange artifacts. He is muttering incoherently, his eyes wide with fear and wonder. He speaks of ancient secrets, of forgotten gods, of experiments that defy human comprehension. He is no longer the rational, enthusiastic linguist they once knew. Something has changed him, altered his very essence. As Ben is taken back to camp, Dr. Hayes makes a difficult decision. The excavation must be suspended. The risks are too great. They have stumbled upon something far more profound and dangerous than they could have ever imagined. They must proceed with caution, lest they unleash forces they cannot control. The team packs up their equipment, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and fascination. They leave the hidden chamber undisturbed, its secrets once again buried, beneath the sands of Giza. But the enigma of Khafre's secret has taken hold. The unexplainable events, the bizarre artifacts, the psychological toll on the team, they all point to a disturbing truth. Beneath the grandeur of the pharaoh's monument lies a dark and unsettling mystery, a secret that someone, or something, wanted to keep hidden forever. The pale truth is about to be revealed, and its implications will shake the foundations of everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt. Beneath the imposing shadow of Pharaoh Khafre's pyramid, a mystery lies buried, waiting to be unearthed. A modern team of archaeologists, driven by a thirst for knowledge and armed with cutting-edge technology, have embarked on an ambitious excavation project, one that promises to rewrite the history books. But what they are about to discover is more than just historical data. It is a chilling glimpse into a hidden world, a testament to the dark secrets that Pharaoh Khafre desperately tried to conceal. After weeks of relentless digging, the team stumbles upon an anomaly, an unexpected void hidden beneath the meticulously laid stones near the pyramid's foundation. Initial scans reveal a hidden chamber, untouched for millennia. Excitement surges through the camp. This could be the discovery of a lifetime, a chance to peer into the very heart of Khafre's reign. With bated breath, the team carefully breaches the chamber. The air inside is thick, heavy with the scent of time and dust. As they step inside, their flashlights cut through the darkness, revealing a scene that sends shivers down their spines. This is no ordinary tomb. The chamber is surprisingly small, cramped almost. The walls are lined with hieroglyphs, unlike any they have ever encountered. They are twisted, grotesque, depicting scenes of rituals and experiments that defy explanation. The symbols seem to writhe before their eyes, whispering tales of forbidden knowledge and unspeakable acts. Scattered across the floor are bizarre artifacts, objects of unknown purpose crafted from materials that seem almost otherworldly. Strange metallic instruments with intricate carvings, obsidian mirrors that reflect distorted images, and clay vessels filled with viscous black liquids that hum with an unnatural energy. These are not the tools of a benevolent ruler, but the implements of a mad scientist, a pharaoh consumed by a dangerous obsession. In the center of the chamber stands a sculpture, unsettling in its sheer abnormality. It is a depiction of a creature, half human, half animal, its features contorted in an expression of eternal torment. The eyes, hollow and empty, seem to follow the team's every move, filling them with an overwhelming sense of dread. This is no deity of the Egyptian pantheon. It is something else entirely, something far more sinister, a testament to the horrifying experiments that took place within these walls. But it is the hieroglyphs that truly captivate and terrify the team. After days of painstaking effort, a team of skilled linguists managed to decipher some of the inscriptions, and the revelations are earth-shattering. The hieroglyphs tell of Khafre's obsession with immortality, his relentless pursuit of a way to transcend the limitations of human existence. He sought to conquer death itself, even if it meant delving into the darkest corners of forbidden knowledge. The inscriptions speak of gruesome experiments, of living beings subjected to torturous procedures, all in the name of Khafre's twisted ambition. They tell of attempts to merge human and animal DNA to create monstrous hybrids that would serve as his loyal guardians. The sculpture in the center of the chamber is revealed to be a representation of one of these failed experiments, a grotesque reminder of Khafre's inhumanity. The hieroglyphs also hint at a pact with otherworldly entities, beings from beyond the stars who offered Khafre knowledge and power in exchange for unimaginable sacrifices. The artifacts in the chamber are revealed to be gifts from these entities, tools that allowed Khafre to manipulate the very fabric of life. As the team pieces together the puzzle, a terrifying picture emerges. Pharaoh Khafre was not just a ruler, but a deranged scientist, a sorcerer who dabbled in forbidden magic and conducted horrifying experiments. His quest for immortality led him down a path of darkness, turning him into a monster who cared nothing for human life. But why was this chamber hidden? Why did Khafre go to such lengths to conceal his experiments from the world? The answer, the team discovers, lies in the final inscription, a chilling warning etched above the entrance to the chamber. Let no one disturb the secrets that lie within, for they are a curse upon all who behold them. The knowledge contained here is too dangerous for mortal minds. Seal this chamber forever, and let Khafre's madness be forgotten. The chamber was not just a laboratory, it was a prison, a place where Khafre's darkest secrets were locked away, never to be revealed. But now the team has broken the seal, unleashing a force that threatens to consume them all. They have uncovered the pale truth about Pharaoh Khafre, a truth that chills them to the bone and forces them to question everything they thought they knew about the ancient world. The question now is, can they contain the darkness they have, unleashed? Or will they become victims of Khafre's horrifying legacy? The sands of time hold many secrets, but some are best left undisturbed. The air in the hidden chamber grew thick, heavy with the dust of millennia and something else, a creeping unease. The team, initially buzzing with excitement, now moved, with a hushed intensity. Dr. Aris Thorne, the project's lead archaeologist, was the first to show signs of strain. His meticulous note-taking became frantic scribbling, his pronouncements increasingly erratic. He started seeing patterns in the hieroglyphs that defied linguistic logic, whispering about cycles within cycles and echoes of creation. The artifacts themselves seemed to exert a subtle influence. The unsettling sculpture depicting a being both human and reptilian became a focal point of Thorne's obsession. He'd spend hours staring at it, tracing its cold, unyielding surface, with trembling fingers muttering about its living energy. The younger members of the team, initially dismissive of Thorne's pronouncements, began to feel a prickling discomfort around the statue, a sense of being watched. Dr. Lena Hansen, the Tato team's epigrapher, fared no better. Initially confident in her ability to decipher the strange glyphs, she found herself facing a maddening inconsistency. The symbols seemed to shift, their meanings elusive, refusing to conform to any known system of ancient Egyptian writing. Sleepless. Nights were spent poring over translations, fueled by coffee and a growing sense of dread. Lena started experiencing vivid nightmares filled with grotesque imagery and whispered pronouncements in a language she didn't understand, yet somehow recognized. "It's not just writing," she confided to Mark Olson, the team's photographer, her voice barely a whisper. "It's something else, something designed to unravel the mind." Mark, a level-headed and pragmatic man, tried to dismiss her fears, attributing them to exhaustion and the stress of the dig. But even he couldn't shake the feeling that they were treading on dangerous ground. The chamber seemed to hum with an unseen energy, a palpable sense of wrongness that settled deep in his bones. He found himself increasingly reluctant to enter the chamber, preferring to stay outside, documenting the exterior with a growing sense of foreboding. The psychological deterioration wasn't limited to the senior members of the team. Even the seasoned excavation crew, hardened by years of working in harsh conditions, began to display erratic behavior. Petty arguments erupted over trivial matters, fueled by paranoia and suspicion. Some claimed to hear whispers in the darkness, while others reported seeing fleeting shadows in their peripheral vision. One night, a member of the local Egyptian crew, a quiet man named Omar, refused to enter the chamber. "It is cursed," he declared, his eyes wide with fear. "The pharaoh does not want us to know his secrets." Thorne dismissed his concerns as superstition, but the incident left a lingering unease among the team. As days turned into weeks, the team's obsession with the artifacts deepened. Their mental state continued to unravel. Thorne became convinced that the artifacts held the key to unlocking unimaginable power, a power that Khafre had deliberately concealed from the world. He spoke of experiments, of forbidden knowledge, of attempts to transcend the limitations of mortality. Lena, meanwhile, became fixated on the idea that the hieroglyphs were not meant to be understood, but rather to be experienced. She believed they were a form of ancient mind control designed to unlock dormant parts of the human brain with potentially devastating consequences. The true nature of Khafre's discovery, hinted at in the glyphs and reflected in the unsettling artifacts, began to take shape in their minds. It wasn't merely about immortality, but about something far more disturbing. The manipulation of consciousness, the blurring of the lines between life and death, and the potential to unleash forces beyond human comprehension. Khafre, it seemed, had stumbled upon a truth that was too terrible to bear, a truth that threatened to shatter the very foundations of reality. And he had deliberately concealed it, sealing it away in this hidden chamber, hoping to protect the world from its terrifying implications. But now, Thorne and his team were on the verge of unleashing that knowledge, driven by an obsessive quest that was leading them down a path of psychological destruction. One evening, Lena stumbled upon a phrase, repeated several times within the text, that sent a chill down her spine. She was able to translate this phrase into, "The gateway opens where the mind fails." The discovery of this phrase had a catastrophic effect on the team, as everyone began to question their own sanity. Thorne dismissed the meaning and insisted that the team continue to analyze the findings, hoping he would be able to find the answers that the team sought. Was the truth of the contents inside the chamber a revelation that needed to be uncovered, or were these secrets meant to remain, sealed away forever?